Yo, ho, ho, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Bill's Mafia Happy Hour. As always, your host, Dan Mitchell, coming to you live. All right, this is Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. EST. Ready to go, guys. The season is literally right around the corner. And I know that the start of this morning was not particularly what we were looking for. I know all of us didn't want to log on to Twitter today and see that Naim Hines was struck by a damn jet ski. In fact, I know a lot of us were very upset about that. We're supposed to be getting excited, right? Players are starting to arrive at camp as early as tomorrow. Well, actually, they're required to report tomorrow. And then also Wednesday, when pads finally go on, we start getting some practice clips and we really start getting a good understanding of what this overall 53-man roster looks like, right? Since Naim Hines ended up coming on, we did end up actually signing that one running back that we were discussing a little bit earlier, Darrington Evans. Brought him onto the squad to perhaps replace Hines's role on the roster. We're gonna have to see Darrington Evans. Excuse me, that's gonna take me a second or two. But former sort of he was running back for Tennessee for the longest time. Ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and pull this guy up so we can sort of take a gander, see what this guy has to say about the whole situation. Let's see what we got. Darrington Evans, baby. All right. Buffalo Bills right now, we're adding this guy. He worked out. He's officially a part of this team. Regular season, 14 carries, 64. So, yeah, he's probably going to be like a camp body. Maybe they have some sort of plan for this overall dude going into the season, but like we've just absolutely beat this topic down over and over and over again. It just is what it is, man. Is what it is. That's football. Just going ahead, let's just hope that we don't have to worry about any other significant injuries going on into the season, because that's the last thing that we absolutely need. That's the last thing that we need. Damon rolling on in saying, "What's up, Dan? What's up, brother? Hope all is well, man. Hope all is well down in Dolphins world. Always a good thing." Jaden, what up, man? How you doing? Let's go. I made it to a early stream. Hey, guys, listen, like I said, sometimes YouTube pushes out push notifications. Sometimes they don't, all right? But just know, rest be assured, hell or high water. I could care less if I was sick, right? I will go live from my telephone, sick and damn bed, every single Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. EST and 5 p.m. EST. You will find your boy live streaming and talking about the Buffalo Bills. As of right now, I really just want to hang out with you guys right in the live chat. We'd love to hear a little bit about your thoughts going into camp. I know a lot of us really aren't that concerned about the injury to Naim Hines because half of us thought that he was going to be a trade target anyway, but super excited to see each and every single one of you going into it. MEAS, new name in the live chat. Haven't seen this one in quite some time. Mafia is right. What's going on, man? Hope all is well. Happy Monday, July 24th. Noob, rolling on in. Yo, going crazy with the content today, dude. Listen, man, like I said, this is my season right now. This week starts all the way up until February. All the way up until February, man. I have my 2 streams. I'm going to try and put out a couple of pre-recorded videos. And then if there is, some sort of breaking news that occurs at any point, I'm going to stream about it as well. This is the football season, baby. This is what we got to talk about. This is what we've been waiting for this entire offseason. And for everybody that was joining me throughout the offseason, I sincerely appreciate you. It means the world to me that you guys are so fanatical about football that you still came out and just talked to your boy, man. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely love every single second of it. Gerald Jackson, what's up, Dan? Let's go, Buffalo. Absolutely, man. It's Monday. It's working, man. It's coming on in. Wednesday, we'll actually have some fun things, right, to discuss. Hopefully watch some clips on some of our offensive weapons coming in. We'll see. For the love of God, I cannot wait to see Stephon Diggs, him actually address the media. That's going to be ideal, right? So we can finally put that to bed. And then really the second thing I'm looking for is just stay healthy, bro. No more of these damn injuries. Keep it off of St. John Fisher. Have everybody and us have a bunch of question marks going into the regular season. Keep our guys as healthy as humanly possible. Oh, we got Liam rolling in. Let's go, Buffalo. Absolutely, Liam. Hope all is well with you. Kay, what's up, Dan? Chilling, bro. Chilling, man. Living the dream. Trying to, at least. Noob rolling in. He's been a huge Khalil Shakir guy, man. He's a big Shakir guy. I am expecting a lot from him. I really am. The hype around him last year was pretty high. I think that the coaching staff necessarily didn't trust a rookie to, sort of rise up to the occasion when we needed him specifically last year. But I think that he's more than likely played plenty of development throughout the offseason, and hopefully he can be a huge contributor out of the slot. That would be nice. Gerald's rolling in saying, hate that he got hurt, but it's straightened out our running back room a little. Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, I think that we're going to end up with 4 running backs on the final 53-man roster. Whether or not that's Darrington Evans, or whether or not that maybe the coaching staff wants to keep it at 3 so we can add into another room where we feel like depth is wildly important. It's going to be interesting to see what we do with that room. I personally didn't even think that Hines was going to make the final 53 because we had all the players that were in sort of ready to be solidified from there. Like, I mean, when you bring in Hardy, and so when you bring in Deontay Hardy, you assume automatically that should be some sort of sign that Brandon Beane was at least shopping around with the idea of moving on from Hines. But it's still terrible. Spears, Bill's talk, what's going on, man? Hope all is well with you. I believe in Shakir. K, dude, he's a big Shakir believer, man. A lot of people in this live chat have been hyping up this man. I sincerely hope that each and every single one of you are correct in this, because I want it to happen. I definitely do. A solid slot option is going to be great, but it's also going to be Dalton Kincaid, man. It's going to be Dalton Kincaid when he rolls through. I have been so high on Dalton Kincaid. It's crazy. Absolutely wild. Liam Hunter is coming in saying that Khalil did great last year. He only dropped like 2 passes and did amazing. He certainly did. My question mark was, what exactly was he doing in practice where we desperately needed like a new slot receiver, and then we picked up Beasley like last year during the season, and then he started like 4 or 5 days later over Shakir. So that was my question mark. Like, why did the coaches not trust him? Was there something that we weren't seeing during practice, like during the offseason? Not entirely sure, but I also have a lot of hype around Shakir. Hopefully he could be a diamond in the rough for us, because we need some weapons for Josh Allen, man. We need some distractions so Stephon Diggs isn't double teamed this year and just making it work. And so I read an article this afternoon about the Bills inquiring about A.J. Dillon, running back from Green Bay. Thoughts? Interesting. Okay. A.J. Dillon, Buffalo Bills. I'm going to go ahead and just go to Google real fast and see. Sports Illustrated said, let me see. We can go ahead and actually share the screen here, because I'm actually interested to see what they have to say about this. Me personally, man, so I feel like a lot of you guys like have heard me say this. I am completely fine with our running back group. I don't think anything is going to make me feel bad about Damian Harris or Latavius Murray and James Cook. I love that running back room. I think it's a great running back by committee core, and I think we should just go ahead and continue to run with it. But this is what Sports Illustrated has to say. Let's see what's going on. So it will make sense for the team to look to upgrade its backfield, geared for another playoff push and hopefully a Super Bowl run. The offense features elite players on quarterback like Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Dawson Knox, but its running backs, Damian Harris, Latavius Murray, and James Cook, and Naim Hines recently received one of the lowest group grades in the NFL by the Madden 24 video game. I wouldn't worry about what a video game has to say about your football team in real life. I mean, it's Madden, let's be real. But regardless, onward. None of the players graded more than a 79, well below Nick Chubb. Enter Dillon. His contract expires after the season in Green Bay, and the Packers are committed to Aaron Jones as their feature back. However, Jones' contract is also up in 2024, so the Packers must make some crucial decisions, and soon they might be hesitant to break up a duo that has been working. Whether it's signing Cook, making a trade for Dillon, or finding another free agent such as former Dallas Cowboys veteran Ezekiel Elliott, it's clear the Bills need to add a running back in training camp. I don't buy that. I really don't buy that. I don't think that a running back is a need at this point. I really don't. I really, really don't. I think that if you guys look back, you knew that I was big on John Robinson. And so I wanted him really bad during the draft. But obviously, we wouldn't have been able to get him because we were so far like down, like on the draft list. I'm fine with it, man. Listen, I think that our running back room is in a hell of a lot better shape than what it was last year. I think we have those power backs that we need. And I feel like Dalton Kincaid is also going to open up a lot of different possibilities on this offensive playbook. I just don't really see it being as big of an issue as possible. I don't need another fancy name on this team. Let's ride with what we have. Let's ride with what we have at this point, man. Just start building that chemistry. Start building that chemistry. And why did Shakir only end up with, I think, 10 receptions? Dude has talent. He definitely does. I'm just not really sure what the coaching staff. I mean, we know that, and so coaches don't trust rookies, especially in the Buffalo Bills building. But yeah, I really don't know. Noob is coming in and saying, I was watching highlights of Dorian Williams in the Cotton Bowl, but became a fan of the running back Spears. Did he get drafted? Kind of random. Just wondering. Let me see what is going on. Baylor, correct? Let's see. Ty Spears. He was 81st overall to the Tennessee Titans. So he is going to be behind Derrick Henry, who more than likely only has a little bit of time left. Can we start this weekend? My man. You think James Cook and Harris is good enough? Absolutely. Absolutely, Nolan. I think that Harris and Latavius Murray bring an aspect to our running back room in which we didn't have, and that's the power back. That's somebody that can run between the tackles. James Cook is very good, but James Cook is undersized for a running back, man. He's undersized for a running back. So my entire thought process is we ended up filling up that room, improving the room from last year without spending a bunch of money. So very, very happy with all of that. Noob, rolling on it. Let him cook. Let him cook. So Elam is going to get that cornerback spot. Nolan's coming in, man. He's taking some hot takes here. I hope so. I sincerely hope so. When I see a cornerback, and so when I see a corner get drafted, right, in the first round, I am 1,000% anticipating he's going to be a starter. Last year wasn't the case. We started Benford over him. Why? Because Benford was more prone and knew a bit more about a zone scheme. Elam had to take a bit of a learning curve. So we're going to have to see whether or not that he's gotten more efficient in zone coverage, because that's McDermott's bread and butter. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Books should go pay Cook a lot of money and get him on your payroll. Oh, no. Dalvin Cook, man. Glenn, I think that's going to be you guys, honestly. Is Shakir a starter or a backup? I think he's probably like he'll be a starter. Yeah, he'll be a starter. It's just a matter of will the Bills utilize that slot receiver scheme? I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of Dalton Kincaid being that de facto dude when it comes into it. Shakir hopefully does kick off returns. Hopefully. I mean, I haven't really heard a lot about what he has to say or how he actually does in any sort of special team situations, but damn, Tennessee has a good eye for running backs. Apparently, brother. Apparently. And so you really think Harris is really good? Oh, well, hope it works out. We'll see. I do, man. I do. I mean, I am a Damian Harris believer. My only concern with that guy has nothing to do with how he plays. And so I think that Damian Harris, hands down, is a very talented running back. The only issue with him is, can he stay healthy, right? Because he's been on pace of hitting 1,000 yards all the time when he was a starter over in New England. But dude just couldn't finish the season. I'm hoping that he pulls the Saquon Barkley. So for the first season in forever, he actually does stay healthy and he blows up. I'm not sure about you guys, but I'll tell you what, I am 1,000% targeting that guy for my fantasy football team, because I think that he's going to get a hell of a lot more carries than a lot of people are willing to admit. So that's where we should see how that plays out. Bills sign Abram Smith out of the XFL. The dude is dirty. I ended up seeing that, man. I saw the Buffalo Bills sign a couple of guys to get to camp here. Let's check this out. We'll go ahead. We'll share a little bit of Twitter news right here, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? All right, so Bills sign USFL Stallions tight end Jay Sternberger. per a league source. Former Packers third-round pick, Aggie, football standout, led the USFL in 7 touchdowns. My best guess with Jay Sternberger is that he is more than likely going to be a practice squad guy. We do like having tight ends on the practice squad. So we will see. Buffalo Bills sign new players before training camp. All right, yeah. I'm switching up the title right here, y'all. Guerrilla marketing. Guerrilla marketing. Love that. All right. And so I know Harris was really good. He definitely was, man. He knew his thing. I'm glad Isaac McKenzie isn't doing it for us. All right, Liam Hunter, do you do YouTube full time? I do, my friend. I do YouTube, TikTok. I've been doing it for about 3-4 months for the past couple of months. I love it. It's my dream job. Wake up every single morning happy with what I do, man. It's absolutely incredible. And now the football season is actually starting. So things are about to be very, very good on my end. I'm going to be a happy guy. Years and years of hard work, just building an audience on YouTube, on TikTok, whatever. And then eventually I made the jump. I had to, man. Had to. And so I'm one of those guys. I'm like, yo, I got to try it or I'll never forgive myself if I didn't. So super, super excited to get it out. I'm probably going to see a lot of Shakir, Hardy, Sherfield, and Shorter in the preseason. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a single rep from Stephon Diggs, maybe a drive in the last game of the preseason, but we got to figure out what we have in these depth players. Yeah, but to be honest, New England doesn't know how to handle injuries with their players. Yeah, they just give them like a shot of steroids or something like that, send them off their merry way. If Harris is healthy, I promise it will not be a long time share for long. Oh, man, let's just hope all for the best. Let's just hope all for the best. Wait, New England doesn't know how to handle injuries. Who is lying to? Oh, man, we already have the chat arguing with each other already. I'm okay with it. Trash Allen needs to be a practice squad participant. Oh, Glenn, the man, the myth, the legend. So Isaiah McKenzie put all of his attributes points into personality and 1 into hands. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Liam says, amazing work, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. It was years of hard work. I wanted to take the jump. And now that football season's here, things are looking good. Hard stuff, though, man. Like, I've been up since like 7 a.m. just doing like a bunch of content, but I enjoy it. It doesn't feel like work, which is amazing. Brandon, the casual gamer. Yup, love that. No doubt is saying, yo, I am at the Kansas City airport and the TSA agent told me to throw away my Bills hat. I said, your jealousy is an elixir. No doubt throwing in, man. Holy hell. Listen, Kansas City, cool city, man. Great barbecue. Skyline chili, right? Or is that Cincinnati? I think Cincinnati's Skyline chili. Yeah, I don't know. But honestly, man, I love that you're sitting there, you know, repping the Buffalo Bills for us. Always and forever. All right. There was something else we ended up signing. We signed Darrington Evans as well, so that's going to be like the replacement, I would assume, from Hines. I'm trying to see what other official announcements came in. And, okay, well, is what it is. So the Buffalo Bills ended up signing quite a few other players, depth players, camp bodies will be going in here. Really not seeing many of them make the roster. Maybe Darrington Evans if like the Buffalo Bills are absolutely dead set. If the Bills are dead set on having 4 running backs on this roster, then maybe Darrington Evans will. As far as Sternberger, like great USFL leader in touchdowns. I feel like we're good. Like, I mean, like maybe he could take over Quentin Morris's position. Who knows in particular? But we will see what's going on. Guys, by the way, just so you know, okay, Bill's Mafia Happy Hour is brought to you by Bocce Club Pizza, the best pizza in Buffalo, New York, hands down, proud partner of mine. And the best thing about it is that you don't even need to be in Buffalo to enjoy these guys right now. They are shipping nationwide, directly to where you are located. And very, very easy, simply what you do. In fact, you know what I'll do? I'm kind of starving, as a matter of fact, because once I'm done with this live stream, I've had a long day. I'm just going to sit back and eat some food. This is not This is probably not the best idea because I might even end the stream early so I can eat. But I do want to give you a good idea of what Bocce Club Pizza can do for you. Their nationwide delivery option, boccepizza.com. Once this would load for me. Right across. Like there are so many different options that you can choose from. My personal favorite, hands down, is the Lizzie's Chicken Finger Pizza. Melts in your damn mouth, ladies and gentlemen. It's incredible. Or say you're a classic guy like the bocce cheese and pepperoni pizza, the steak pizza, which is solid as well, Terry's chicken pie. They are legitimately delivering it right to your front doorstep. Best thing you can possibly do, once you do find your order, find something you do want, simply just type in code Dan and you're going to get 10% off. Okay. And this is for every pizza you ever order from this website. They are going to continue to do that. So whether or not that you are from Buffalo, moved away, missed the pizza, maybe you have somebody, a loved one that moved away from Buffalo that misses pizza, go on ahead and go to boccepizza.com, send them a pie, and just use code Dan for a little bit of money savings and enjoy how pizza should be made. And that is today's sponsor, baby. Bocce Club Pizza all day. Nolan. And so look for Dawson Knox to sit back a little more this year and possibly chip in more for blocking. Kincaid easily gets 1,000 yards this season. Trust me, I would love that. I think, like I said, man, like with Kincaid, he is like your de facto wide receiver 2. Everyone on earth was trying to say that we need like a wide receiver 2, but they don't look at it from Josh Allen needed a second target, and that's going to be Kincaid. I still see Dawson Knox being involved in the pass game, but I do agree with you. I think that Knox is probably going to take a bit more of a blocking role, much like he did last year. Everyone was concerned and saying, hey, like, where the hell was Dawson Knox for half of the season last year? It had to do with the fact that we needed additional help for blocking on the offensive line. So Dawson Knox had his plate full with that portion of his responsibilities. But this is great. No, honestly, I'm fine with these 2 tight end sets, and I have nothing but high confidence for Kincaid. I just want him to stay healthy. I'm expecting him to, I would like a 1,000-yard season. Realistically, from a rookie, I'm going to go out and say I'm probably expecting more of a 700 to 800-yard sort of season, maybe a couple of touchdowns. But please, I hope I'm wrong. I absolutely hope I am wrong. Wait, what happened to that one running back we all loved for a minute there? He was on the practice squad, but then got signed. I can't remember. Blackshear had to be it. Had to be that guy, man. Listen, there's always going to be a camp sweetheart. Every single year, man, I feel like Bills fans fall in love. We fall in love with like this camp guy. We're like, oh, man, he's definitely going to make the roster. He's so good. For example, best example probably had to be, who was that one rugby player that came in again? It was years ago. I should remember it. I'm just absolutely beat. But he was absolutely loved by Bills fans. He was like, oh, my God, man, we need to bring him up, dude. He's going to be a starter for this team. He's going to be a life changer. Unfortunately, he never ended up making the final 53, which was pretty wild. He ended up having that massive return. And so you guys know what I'm talking about. And so the rugby player that was on our practice squad for a couple of years, Christian Wade. Yep, that was him. Everybody on earth was in love with that dude. There's going to be somebody this year that I think everyone's going to love based off of a preseason performance, based off of an interview or something where he seems like a likable person. Yeah, I don't know. So we'll see. Gerald Jackson, can't wait for Wednesday to start getting real training camp news. Me too, Gerald. Me too, my friend. Wednesday, I have my buddy Mario from #sports coming on to discuss a little bit about what happened during that day on Wednesday. I'm going to be busy as hell on Wednesday. I know that because I also have the AFC's roundtable that day. So I'm going to be probably just staring at a computer screen from like 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Wednesday. But it's going to be great because we're actually going to be learning a bit more about our football team, which should be pretty solid. Thoughts on Kansas City never coming to play in Buffalo? Find that annoying, the NFL doing everything to protect Mahomes. I really don't know the structure on how they decide who has the home game and who doesn't have the home game. I know that Kansas City was in Buffalo in 21, I want to say, during the regular season. Second to the last time we defeated them. It's just how the schedule plays out. I don't think it's on purpose by any stretch of the imagination. I think it's just like an unfortunate coincidence. But hey, I mean, we beat them last year in Arrowhead. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. I love that. Ryan S. Spencer Brown better have a big season this year. No more excuses. Surprisingly, Spencer Brown's actually pretty good at run blocking. Not so much with pass protection. That's been an issue for him as of late, is pass protection. Run blocking, pretty solid. Like when you look at the tape from Spencer Brown, he's really not all that bad in the run blocking category. Pass protection is an issue. I feel like if we were to look back on all of the plays last year where the offensive line completely just took a shit, or Josh Allen was running for his life or he got sacked, Spencer Brown was typically to blame. So hoping that he does take a step in the right direction. He was playing through an injury last year too, guys, so definitely keep that in mind. But I agree. And so I'll probably be at training camp Wednesday. Hella excited. Have fun, bro. Have fun. I would love to be there. You have no idea. And so I'll be with you, Dan, all day. I love that. So it was 2020 when they were last here. Okay, so 2020. My mistake. Bills also signed both Darrington Evans and Jay Sternberger today. Both could be good. In my opinion, I think that they're going to be camp bodies. I think if anyone makes the roster, it's going to be Darrington Evans just because we like rolling with 4 running backs on the squad. So he played for the Titans for a while, sat behind Henry. Not sure of any contribution he has on special teams, but if that's the case, then maybe it works out. Noah M coming on in. Dan, do you go live every day? Just found your channel today. Yes, sir. Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. EST and 5 p.m. EST. So definitely go ahead and make sure you subscribe and then make sure you turn on those bell notifications, my friend, and you will be seeing a lot of me, man. This season's coming up. It's pretty crazy. I'm like starting to see like more people that take the off season to like not watch anything football related. I see a lot of the regular viewers coming back after a good vacation. It's going to be a great year, man. We have a great year lined up. Welcome to the Dom Mafia. Love seeing new audience members roll in. But yes, sir, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. EST and 5 p.m. EST. You will find your boy right here with a variety of different topics. A lot of different things, man. So make sure you turn on that notification bell. And by the way, guys, listen, I completely forgot to remind everybody, make sure you smash that like button for me. It takes less than a second. It's completely free, and it helps out my channel tremendously because you know what happens? People like Nolan find my channel due to you guys hitting that like button. So go on ahead, knock that out. Makes me significantly happy. That, worst case scenario, tell a friend, tell a family member. Just be like, hey, you watch that Dan Mitchell fool on YouTube? Knock that out for me. I love it. Done 716. But next year, if we face them again in the regular season, it would be here this time. Yeah. Well, it's hard to say, man. It's hard to say because I feel like there's been like a couple of years in a row where we had to play them in Arrowhead. I think we go back to Cincinnati again this year too. I really would like someone to explain to me how they like actually determine like whether or not that it's home or away. And so I know when you play another conference, right? So for example, the NFC East. So last time we played the NFC East, right? Those home and away games were switched from the last time the AFC East played the NFC East. So I would really like to understand exactly how they determine it when we're going up based off of opponents who finished first in their respective division. I think it might just be like a random straw drawn or something along those lines. Who even knows? But done. 716. Roll it in. Yeah, there's like some rule that we face them so many times there before we get another home game against that said team. And it's funny this year, right? Because like we get our extra home game this year, but it's in London, right? We all know that is not a home game. That is 1,000% not a home game. Kincaid equals future Bills Kelsey. Jimmy Hooks, let me tell you what, my friend, the hype is real, okay? And I'm pretty sure I said this like maybe in a stream or maybe in the video I released a little earlier today. If the hype is even like 75 to 80%, 75 to 80% of what Bills Mafia wants this guy to be, then there's no doubt in my mind that he's going to be in the running for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I mean, this kid legitimately went on ahead, dude, He beat Southern California by himself last year in college. He comes from a pro-style offense. All the signs are pointing in the right direction that he's going to be that guy for us. Dolphins report to tomorrow. Pumped. So do the Bills, man. Veterans report. The rookies are already there. And then Wednesday, there's just going to be a whole bunch of news. So things are good, man. Things are good on this end. Noob. Jimmy with the beers. Love that. My boy Nolan. Gabe Davis kind of underrated. Dog, this season, watch. Nolan M. Listen, man, I have some serious thoughts on Gabe Davis. Last year, I think that he was called on too much to be a wide receiver too. I think now that he's not going to be Josh Allen's second favorite target, but he's transitioning down more to like a third favorite target, I think he's going to flourish with that responsibility set. Last year, he was playing through an injury as well, from my understanding. And one of the best things about this is the fact that he's on a contract year, right? So you know that he's going to be putting out his best ball because he wants to either A, have the Bills re-sign him, or at the very worst, put on an absolute audition for the next team to sign him. I've heard rumors about us attempting to extend him this year. In my opinion, I'd say no. I'd say don't extend him this year. Let him play with that burden on his back of telling him that he needs to absolutely have a balling-ass year. So the Bills sign him next year, or another team finds it attractive enough to hunt him in free agency next offseason. I'm fine with keeping him not extended and just having that absolute extra inspiration to ball out. And so I definitely don't think that he's bad by any stretch of the imagination. DD, what up, man? Chilling, bro. Hoping all is well. Hoping all is well with you. And so I went to high school with Gabe. He's a steal of the 2020 draft. In the trenches, man. That's awesome. Huge Gabe fan, man. So I'm super excited to see what he does. And so I love the 2 new ads. Man, look at that, baby. Oh, yeah, most definitely, man. We have a lot of sponsorships lined up this season. So there's going to be a lot of really cool companies. At the end of the day, man, what I really want to do is, I love working with, hometown companies or hometown businesses. So I'm glad that Bocce Club Pizza, super glad that I'm able to help work out with these guys for the most part. So that's always great. Jordan Smith, and so also seem to play at Tennessee a whole lot too. I don't know what it is. Gabe Davis dropped on that 75-yard bomb. Oh, man. Yeah, that hurt me. That hurt me a little bit. Frank Perella, let's go Buffalo. Ethan is saying, can't wait to hear what Diggs says. That right there is the biggest thing that I am looking for right now. Put that shit to bed, for the love of God. All of us were absolutely reeling, super upset, afraid that Diggs didn't want to be on the Buffalo Bills anymore. Just, dude, put him in front of the media. Put him in front of the media. Make some jokes. Tell us he was trolling us the entire time and he's ready to play some ball. That's what I'm hoping for. I cannot get over that. I hand you a beer and you drop. Shakir's going to step up, and quarterback Josh Allen is happy he got a new Hollywood girlfriend. Hey, listen, you know what? And so as long as his girlfriend doesn't distract him by any stretch of the imagination, she's a very successful actress. So I'm assuming she'll be busy enough to where that won't happen. But I love it. In the trenches, Lions signing Bridgewater. How does this man keep making money? Oh, dude. Good for him, right? Good for him. Hate to hate on the player for making a bag. You know what I mean? It's not a bad backup. You did end up getting that rookie out of Tennessee. You still have Jared Goff. And then Bridgewater is probably a pretty solid, I'd say, second quarterback. I would say, solid backup quarterback, I would say. Because the Lions offense is good, man. Very good. I see Gabe easily falling behind Kincaid this season if all goes well for the rookie. Might be his last year with us if that happens. We're going to have some very difficult conversations next year, especially in the offseason as far as what we can do. But so how do you feel about Beasley signing with the Giants? I wish him the best of luck. I really do. I think the Giants are sort of in for a rough patch this year. I'm not going to lie to you. I think they chose the wrong player to pay. I think they should have paid Saquon Barkley over Daniel Jones, in my opinion. I think that Saquon Barkley was their only hope of being able to repeat a playoff presence this year. I think Beasley is going to be good for Daniel Jones. He's a great route runner, even in his old age. Will probably be like a pretty good veteran presence. He flourished under Dable, so I'm sure he'll do good. But the thing is that I just don't foresee the Giants making the playoffs this year. No Saquon's a big deal, and so that's where I figured Beasley was going to go. What else we got? GVS is saying, I'm here. Sorry, I missed the morning show. I was at practice. Hey, man, no complaint, no issue when it comes down into practice, man. That's awesome. And so I'm assuming football practice, right, brother? And so what position you play, dog? Some solid XFL and USFL players. I like Jay Sternberger. Dalton Kincaid is going to kill it in the slot. Frank, he really is. Huge contributor when it comes into it. Same with Cole Beasley. I'm a big Cole Beasley guy. I am. Marcus Peters to the Raiders. What a Raiders move. Listen, man. I feel like the Raiders need to make as many potential moves as possible. Ravens wide receiver Rashad Bateman has now been placed on the PUP list. Saw Rashad Bateman there too. Marcus Peters to the wow, you're right. Marcus Peters to the Raiders. Insane. Gerald Jackson. Hopefully the offensive line is much improved. With Josh healthy, the only thing to be worried about the offense is the play calling. And you have to hope that Ken Dorsey is going to take a step, right? And so you have to hope that Ken Dorsey is going to take a step up from last year. He was a first-time play caller as an offensive coordinator. Maybe didn't have all the personnel that he truly wanted, but I'm hoping that this is the year. No more excuses. Let's make it happen. Done 716. Plus, the last couple of seasons, Beasley hasn't been able to stay healthy. Very true. Very, very true. Soccer and I'm a Minfield. That's awesome, man. That's awesome, bro. Listen, you put in that work, dog. You put in that work. Beasley is going to go there and throw a hissy fit when the fans don't buy his SoundCloud songs. Listen, man. Surprisingly enough, I never had any beef with Beasley. Loved the way he played football for us. I thought he was a great receiver. I thought he was a great sort of attribute or a great piece to help Josh Allen develop, especially in his early years. So I've had nothing but love for Cole Beasley, man. And so I really only looked at like what he put out in the field. Like I could care less like what he said or how he acted off the field at that point. Diego, Shakir is going to be Cole Beasley with hops. I said what I said. Dude, Noob is the president of the Khalil Shakir fan club, and I love it. And so I will be joining the NFL soon, playing left nosebleeds. Oh, man, I'm right nosebleeds, bro. And so another gambling suspension. What is going on with all these news, man? Who else is suspended? Lions hosted. Okay, so I saw Teddy Bridgewater as a free agent visit. Another indefinite. And so the NFL confirmed today. I'm not even going to try and read his name. Someone from the Denver Broncos. Jordan, if you're in here, let us know. But somebody from the Broncos ended up getting, which is crazy. Final score prediction, week 1 against the Jets. Oh, man. It's going to be, in my opinion, a lowish scoring game. I'm going 28-21 Buffalo Bills. 28-21. No. I'm going to go 24-21 Buffalo Bills. We're going to win by a field goal. That defense is very good. They have Rodgers coming back. Obviously, he's going to do well. But our defense is very good as well. I think the Bills win, but I think it's going to be tight. I don't think it's going to be an easy breeze. I feel like that we are going to earn that win. But it's going to be tough, man. This entire AFC East is going to be absolutely very difficult, and it's tough. Hey, bro, what is your thought on the Packers signed QB Alex Magoo as a backup quarterback? Man, I will be 100% honest with you. I am not familiar with the guy whatsoever. I feel like I think they're just trying to make sure that they can find a backup quarterback for Jordan Love, right? Wouldn't really look into it that deep just due to the fact that I think that this guy is going to be either a camp body or maybe like the solidified QB2 under that organization. The Packers are going to be a very interesting watch. And I feel like Packers fans are going to be in for a very unfamiliar sort of season because they really haven't had many seasons, especially really since Bart Starr, right? Because when Bart Starr, and then afterwards it went directly from one quarterback right to another quarterback. Like they never had any sort of quarterback carousel. They never had any uncertainty with the quarterback position until now. So I wouldn't say that it's anything significant at all, but here we go. Who do you think will take over for kick returns? I think it's going to be Deontay Hardy, man. He did it back in 2019. He was a Pro Bowler for it. He was an All-Pro in punt returning. So I'm assuming it's going to be him. Know that Micah Hyde has done it before, but I think with his neck injury, it's probably not worth it. But we will see. And so remember Calvin Ridley gambling 1-2. I think I am wrong. He just got back from his gambling situation. Isaiah Wilson got suspended for 3 games. Nobody touching that guy anyway. Noob. That catch Shakir had when he was like double or triple covered convinced me he was a dog. Gotta love it. Final score, Bills everything. Jets nothing. Billy K coming in. He's talking it. Magoo was the USFL MVP. See, as much as I love like these heartfelt stories, these heartfelt stories of like USFL or XFL players coming in and making a massive impact. He's probably just going to be a backup. Sort of think like PJ Walker, right? And so he made the league. He was an absolute stud right in the XFL. And then, he was a backup afterwards. The Packers are finishing 3rd. I'm definitely seeing that. And so I see the Lions winning that division almost hands down and then just going from there. Nolan. And so I'd rather Shakir does the returns. There's a lot of rumors that he could be that too, that he could be the guy that goes out and he does some of the returns for us. This is exactly what we're going to find out during preseason, right? Very excited to see what special teams goes out there and tries to do whatever we can. Brandon is saying, I think it will be close, maybe by 2, whoever wins. In the trenches is saying not Vikings. I see the Vikings going 2nd place, man. I think that they have a lot of question marks on defense. And they ended up losing out on Dalvin Cook. They still have Justin Jefferson, which is great, but that Lions offense is stacked, man. They're really good. They caught fire at the perfect amount of time. I'm very high on the Lions winning that division this year. And so do you think the Bills should go sign Adrian Peterson as a punt returner? No, man. No. See, I'm pretty sure that dude, man, he's got to be officially retired, right? Let's see. He is still a free agent. Wow. Adrian Peterson is still technically a free agent. Long answer, no. Yeah. Short answer, no, man. Not at all. I think that we have everybody on this roster as of right now that can fill in what Naim Hines could have been. That's my general opinion. Frank rolling in saying that Dalton Kincaid, he's got to be our Travis Kelce. I sincerely hope that he is, Frank. That GVS Dylan, he is still technically a free agent. Yeah. Still technically a free agent. Adrian Peterson continues to want to play football. He's like a Frank Gore. You know what I mean? And so the Lions were putting up 30 points a game and never really had all their wide receivers on the field at the same time. And so I say we lose to the Jets by a lot. Then the media hypes up the Jets and says the Bills are done. Then we ball out and the Jets don't. I hope that's not the case, but I could see it. And so I say we go get Frank Gore and it'll be our goal to go back. Man, I think Frank Gore finally retired. And so I think he finally hung up the cleats. Wild stuff. But y'all, thank you so much for tuning in to yet another edition of Bills Mafia Happy Hour. As always, I am live every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. EST and 5 p.m. EST. Check out Bocce Club Pizza. Best pizza in Buffalo, New York, hands down. They're delivering nationwide. Use code DAN when you make your order. You will thank me later because pizza up there is a heaven send. It's incredible. One of the two. I also ended up releasing a pre-recorded video for the first time in a very long time. I released that about like an hour or so ago. So say, for example, you didn't get enough of me today, go on ahead and check out that. That would be much, much appreciated. Thank you guys so much. I will see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. EST. And before I let you go, you better always remember, let's go Buffalo.